Hello there, everyone. This is Mike again with Fairly Unbalanced and honest to God, just kind of pissed off today. Um, as I'm sure all of you are aware, once again, a member of our well regulated militia decided to go out and murder some people for being different than him. Today it happened in Colorado Springs. We're at the Q nightclub. 5 people were killed, presumably because of who they were. And that violence happened inside a society that has normalized political violence, has normalized gun violence, and has normalized a certain form of philosophical violence on the Supreme Court. And that's really what I want to talk about today. And I'd also like to offer one novel solution. I know that in a lot of these videos, I kind of rant and rave, but this one is serious, and I just wish to God someone would do it. The Supreme Court, in a number of decisions over the last couple of years, led first by Scalia and now by that toad Alito, have embraced a position that they call originalism. The notion is that that the only thing that is supposed to be allowable within our constitutional system must fit within the strictures of the original intent of the founders. It's a beautiful theory, but it's essentially conservative theology. It is as if you say that I only live by the word of God, and then you say what the word of God is. It's a shell game and it's a con. And nowhere in our system is that more baldly clear than with their rulings on the Second Amendment. They say they only interpret the Constitution based upon the words, the text, the original meaning of the Constitution, and yet they always conveniently leave out the phrase in the Second Amendment, "You can say it with me," about a well-regulated militia, which we clearly don't have. Now, over the years, at different times and in different places, there have been attempts to regulate gun violence in our society by regulating what guns are available. You can't buy machine guns anymore, and where you can bring them, or can there be a restricted area where there are no guns? And the Supreme Court, the originalist Supreme Court, is making a push essentially to make all guns available in all places all the time, completely ignoring that part about the well-regulated militia. And so here's my idea, and I really wish that this would be introduced in one state legislature in the United States, just to jam it back down the throat of the originalists. I think, and this is a new idea, you're hearing it here first, I think that a state legislature and a state government should pass a law called the New York State Well-Regulated Militia Act, in which the state defines what a gun owner must do to be a member of its well-regulated militia. Enough of this vague thought that it's the National Guard or that phrase doesn't matter. Actually pass a law that affirmatively says if you want to own a gun, you're completely allowed to own a gun in our country according to the Second Amendment, but you must be part of a well-regulated militia, and then you define what it takes to be a member of that militia. Training every year. You need to store your gun in a certain way and do it safely. You can be limited in your amount of ammunition. Go hog wild with the rules, but take the words, the original words of the Constitution, and draft a law and challenge the Supreme Court to either acknowledge that they are not originalists and that originalism is a garbage concept, or to say, well, New York State said that this is what it takes to be a member of the well-regulated militia, and therefore that's what you have to do in order to own a gun. I try and make these things a little bit funny from time to time. This one's not funny at all. Another 5 of our brothers and sisters have been gunned down for being who they are. And our society and our Supreme Court and our political system allows that. Fucking enough. Love to you all.